Hello again, it's Ken Van Every with Keller Williams Realty, listing agent, buyer consultant, and real estate market economist. And today we're talking about whether you are ready to buy a home. Let's dive in. Well, let's talk about where you are in your home buying journey. The first step is always dreaming, and that's when the idea of home ownership brings you happiness. You love looking at homes online. Maybe you're out on Pinterest or Zillow, and you're just imagining what that lifestyle of owning a home could be like for you, what it could do for you and your family. The second stage is hoping, and that's where there's a strong element of desire, a sense of need, and even a belief that it is possible for you. And at that point, you're probably talking to friends and family and coworkers who own homes and talking about how that you can make that happen for you. The last step is acting, taking the steps to become a homeowner. At that point, you're seriously educating yourself, talking to professionals, getting in contact with agents, getting your finances in order, saving money, and improving your credit. There are three factors, and we're actually going to break each of those down. The first, ready. That means your motivation is clear and your timing is good. Willing, that means you're committed to the goal. And able, you have the finances and the flexibility. So ready, willing, and able. Let's talk about ready. When do you want to buy? Typically, that 12-month period is a pretty standard period. It could be a lot less. Sometimes it's more. Again, when do you want to buy? Are you clear on your motivation why you want to buy? And we'll actually touch on some reasons why people do buy. But is it a job change? Is your family running out of space? Is this a first-time owner and you're tired of renting? Is your situation stable? Your job stable? Are you going to be in this area and are the relationships in your world such that this makes sense for you to buy now? Owning can always be a two-edged sword. You have control over a lot of things, your yard and your walls and your community. On the other hand, it is a lot of work and it's not for everybody. Are you willing to take the responsibility for owning a home? Let's talk about some of the benefits of home ownership. And these are just a couple that I came up with rather quickly. First of all, building equity and wealth. So equity is as you begin to pay that mortgage off, that part that is paid off is your money. And it's been talked about a mortgage is like a forced savings plan. Also, in general, the net worth of homeowners is much higher than those of renters. There's many tax advantages to owning a home. The mortgage interest deduction, the closing cost portion of your closing costs are uh, tax deductible. Property taxes, your real estate taxes, and school taxes are tax deductible. If you sell a home for a profit, if it was your own home, you're exempt from any capital gains. That's a good thing. Of course, there's some rules around that, but most people are excluded from capital gains on the sale of their home. Controlling your own space, that's a real benefit. Of course, homeownership is a big step to stability in life. And long-term renting is always more expensive than owning. Okay, let's talk about if you're willing. First of all, you got to learn the process that's involved. Build your team, so your agent, your lender, inspector, attorney, all those things, um, putting your team together. Following the steps, and finally acting when you find the right home. If you're not ready to act, then all this effort is going to be wasted. Finally, let's talk about ability to buy. So it starts with getting a pre-approval from a lender that tells you your purchasing power and what kind of programs you have, what kind of, if you can get any kind of incentives from the government. Uh, we can't show homes uh, unless you have a pre-approval because frankly, sellers want to know that the people who come in the door can buy the home. You've saved up your funds for your down payment and your closing costs. That gives you the ability to buy. Having flexibility. If you're in a 1-year lease, then of course that determines a long time frame, but maybe you're on a month-to-month lease, 60 days notice. And you could be living with family members, and that is often the ultimate in flexibility. Don't put your dreams on hold. Like and share this post. You can subscribe to these hashtags to make sure you don't miss any in the series. Thanks so much for listening. Again, Ken Van Every with Keller Williams, 302 319 3196.